Hello everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Today, I would like to discuss about buying your first home in Canada and what are the steps that you need to take in order to, to purchase your first home. So lots and lots folks have been, asking me on what exactly the process is. And, I thought let's make a video and make it more clear to everyone on what you need to do in order to find your first home in Canada. So I have created a PPT for simplicity sakes. So it would be I'll share my screen and then get started. And then the topic for today is, getting ready to buy your first home. And this is focused to all the individuals out there who are thinking of getting their first home here in Canada and just check on what to do and what needs to be done and how do we get ready for buying our first home purchase. So this would be a video dedicated to them. So share this with your friends and family who are, who are thinking of buying their first home, and let's get started here. So the agenda for today is key considerations when choosing your ideal home, how to build your dream team and get a pre-approval, house viewing, putting offers, and then finalizing your home. And also some bonus tips that I think everyone should know if they are buying their home, if they are buying their first home here in Canada. So the first thing is you have to be clear on what are your requirements in your that you need for your first home. So whether you need like two or three bathrooms, maybe how many bedrooms do you need, how much of a big home that you need. You need to know your requirements before going to a realtor or before going forward with actually viewing any homes. You need to be sure on what exactly your requirement is with regards to how big of a home do you need and what location do you need your home in. So different areas, different location have different price range, so you must select what location you are opting for, which would be more flexible with your price range. So some areas are more expensive, some areas they are developing, and that's why you can still find affordable places in that area. So you just need to think about that, and you just need to jot down all your requirements and all the price range and all the locations that you have in mind, so that it would make your life easy when it comes to choosing your ideal home in the ideal place. And then also you should also have an idea on whether you want to buy a freehold or a condominium. So a freehold is something where you own the home, you own the land, and all the maintenance and everything you would have to pay for it. You would are the sole and proprietor owner of your home, as well as all the parts, that is your backyard, front yard. You have to maintain everything. And when it comes to a condominium, in a condominium you own the home, but you don't own the common areas that are surrounding your home, especially that comes, that can be your backyard, your front yard, or your maintenance, or your snow removal, everything. You have a maintenance fee that you pay, and that is a condominium. That is the main difference between a freehold and a condominium. So in a freehold you have to maintain the property on your own, and from inside as well as from the outside, but it is different for a condominium, and there are different regulations for a condominium which can differ from builder to builder. The second would be what type of home do you need? Like, do you need a town home? Do you need a semi-detached? Do you need a detached home? Or do you need a condominium, a duplex? A bungalow? What kind of a home do you need? A townhome is something that it's like a row houses where you share common walls with the house adjacent to you, like on both the sides. Or with the semi-detached, you just have one wall sharing with the other home. One side you don't share any wall with anyone else. And in a detached would be you don't share anything with any of your neighbors. And a condominium would be a apartment in a high-rise building, something like that. So what type of a home do you need? You need to have all these requirements clear before considering moving forward with the process. Now comes to building your dream team. So most of the people ask me, like, why do I need a mortgage broker or a lawyer or a realtor when it comes to buying your first home? This helps you making your process easier. A realtor is basically a salesperson who helps you with showing a different variety of homes in different areas that you are looking at. He listens to all your requirements, and then he suggests the best possible options to you. So you don't have the time to look at, all the houses that are in a particular area, but the realtor, he has the expertise, he has the connections, and he has a network where he can help you with finding your best home in your best home for you in your particular price range. Now, a mortgage broker. So a mortgage broker helps with the loan process, where he or she, they help you with acquiring the best interest rates for your home, and they also help you with the pre-approval process. And then comes a lawyer, and you need a lawyer in order to close the home. So we'll talk about this in the later steps. Yeah, these are the three set of people. This is the your dream team that you need in order for you to purchase a home. Next comes the pre-approval. You need to have a pre-approval in order to before you start looking for a home, because the realtor will ask you that how much of a pre-approval do you have. So from where do you get the pre-approval from? So you can get a pre-approval from a bank, or you can have a mortgage agent who or broker who would help you with the pre-approval process. What is a pre-approval? Pre-approval will help you decide how much of a mortgage will you get based on your family income as well as your personal income. So if you are buying a home, it is just you who is buying the home, then they will look at your all the incomes that you have, and then they will decide you that you can be approved for this much amount of mortgage. And if you have a family income, they will consider all your family income, and then they will provide you a number that you are eligible on buying a 600K home or a 700K home. So this is the price range that you have, and you have to look within the price range. You cannot go beyond, because no bank would provide you loan for that. Now, once you have the pre-approval and once you have your dream team, now it comes to the third stage, that would be the house viewing, putting offers, and then finalizing your home. So a realtor will start with the process where he will help you with all the showings and everything, and you see a lot of different houses with the realtor. So he would take consider all your requirements, and he would know the price range because you have the pre-approval now, and he would show you houses well within your budget. And once you like a house, then the realtor puts in an offer for you. Your offer might get accepted, your offer might get rejected. So if your offer gets rejected, you move on and look at the next home. And if your offer gets accepted, you just need to be ready with your down payment and your closing cost. So the down payment can be anywhere from 5% to 20%, and then the closing cost is the cost that you need closing your home. The closing cost would consist of the land transfer tax, also the lawyer fees, and then lots and lots of other stuff that would be a part of a closing cost. Generally, the closing cost vary from 1.5 to 2% of your purchase price. After your offer gets accepted, you just need to be ready with your down payment and your closing cost, and then the mortgage agent will help you with getting the best rates from the lender. You can directly go with the bank, and you don't need a mortgage agent. You can always deal with the bank, but the mortgage agent will go with all the banks. He can go to all the banks in your behalf, and you can get the best interest rate. So instead of spending your time and going to Scotia, BMO, and RBC and all different banks, a mortgage broker can help you with that, and he or she can just go there and get the best rate for you. So you don't have to worry about the loan process or the process here. You are all set, and your closing is near. You would need a lawyer, because that would help you with closing the transaction. He or she would also help you with verifying the documents, doing that the title transfer is done perfectly, there are no legal issues with the home or legal issues with the sale. So he will keep in check of everything, he'll check everything, and a lawyer is a person that is required when you are closing on a home. Once you are closing the home, you get the keys, and you're all set to go. You are all set, and you have purchased your first home. But I there are just some bonus tips that everyone should know if they are purchasing the home for their first time. So for a first time home buyer, you can always get a 5% down payment. You can always pay a 20% down payment for sure, but you are eligible for your first home. You are eligible to pay only 5% of the down payment. So that's a very plus point, for and more and more people are encouraged on buying their first home early, because you just have to pay 5% down. And for your first home, you can use your RRSP and FSHA money in order to put money in your down payment. So if you have saved up money there on your RRSP, the tax free money, and the FSHA money, you can just withdraw money from both of your sources and then pay for your down payment for your first home. And the thing, most of the I would say, for first time home buyers, and also for immigrants like me, we actually, I also didn't know that we don't have to pay a realtor or a mortgage broker when you are buying the home. The seller has to pay to the realtor, and the bank or the lender pays to the mortgage broker. So we, as a buyer, we don't have to pay anything to the realtor and the mortgage broker. We just have to pay to the lawyer. That is one of the cost in the closing cost. And in Ontario, we get a land transfer tax rebate for first time home buyers, and you can get as much as $4,000 worth of rebate. So that also helps. This is because the land transfer tax is a part of your closing cost, and you can get as much as $4,000 worth of rebate when you are purchasing your first home. So these are some few tips that everyone should know when they are purchasing their first home. I hope that this video has helped you. And if you guys have any questions apart from the topics that I have covered, you guys can feel free to comment down below, and I would love to answer your questions. Thank you so much for all the love that you guys have provided, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.